Hello and welcome to the final pause for dramatic crying and wailing. The final chat on the couch with my Doctor castmates. Ryan Johnson, all the way from Perth, Hayley McElhenney.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hi.
Tina Bursell,
Hi.
Chloe Bayliss, Nicole De Silva. And my name's Rodger. So here we are. It's the final episode of Doctor tonight on 9 at 8:30. Where do we start? There's a lot of ground to cover. We haven't spoken to Hayley yet. Everyone else has been in for a chat. So I suppose I'll start with you, Hales. What are you thinking and feeling now it's the last episode of this 5-year journey we've all been on?
Well, it's very bittersweet because it's been 5 amazing years with you people who I just adore, and I've just really loved playing Penny. She's an amazing character. But I'm also really excited that everyone gets to see this episode because I'm really proud of this episode. I feel like it's a really great way to finish it in a way. So that's how I feel. I'm kind of excited, but I'm also dreading it because I don't want it to be over. And I also want people to watch it and enjoy it. So.
I mean, we're kind of lucky in the fact that, unlike a lot of other shows, we got to right to the ending, and we all sort of knew what was coming. And a lot of shows get sort of taken off air and never get that sort of sense of closure. And we were lucky enough to sort of write like it's the third act of a rom-com.
Remember, Rodger, when we were on the balcony in Mudgee, and we just started shooting season 5, and we were just kind of trying to figure out how we would end it, and we were having this really wonderful conversation, and we were thinking about all the great films and movies that we love, and
Yes.
you know, we were kind of just remember?
Yeah, we come up with Plague of Locusts, which I thought was a great idea.
I remember
it's a great
that.
way to
Are you
end.
talking about how you guys ended your relationship that was going on for 5 years, or the show in general, or? Oh, I'm not supposed. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
But
no.
I remember that night too. It was just I think we were in our pajamas. I think.
We were.
Yeah, it's making it sound very fruity on the road.
Mm.
What we got up to.
We'd all just had a shower.
Yeah, we'd all just had a nude sauna together.
Oh, it was
Yeah,
wonderful.
gosh. And I really got that knot out of your back.
Oh, that was.
Look, I was just wondering how long it's going to take with this just
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
send
that's
into
right.
absolute chaos,
Sorry.
and it didn't take very long. I asked the other guys, obviously, in the other chats I had with them about, favourite moments and some thoughts. I know there's a lot over five seasons. Favourite things with your character, and maybe favourite scenes or things you got to do over 5 years.
Oh God, it's impossible, really, isn't it? Because there's so many. But I loved doing all the stunts.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
So any opportunity to get in a car with Rodger when he was speeding down dirt tracks and things like that.
I overturned trucks. There wasn't there? We had to.
Truck where I had to
Yes. You had to climb in.
that I ended up because you sort of had your hands around my thighs. And then I sort of felt that.
It sounds like there's a theme, isn't there?
Yes. No. It was good.
Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yes.
And then he held you by the ankles. Remember, he held you by the ankles.
Just by the ankles, of course.
And then there was that kissing scene. They're like, we can get you a stunt double. And you're like, no, I'll take one for the team. And you did it with.
Well,
Rodger.
speaking, can I just pivot slightly? Speaking of kissing,
That's unreal.
Ryan Johnson and Hayley McElhenney hardly had any scenes over the 5 years on Doctor, and boy, have they made up for it since we finished filming. Without giving too much away, but they've been on a film together. And was there an intimacy advisor needed on set? Is this what I hear?
We can. Look, I'd say I resemble that accusation, but I can neither confirm nor deny that Hayley and I are intimate in the up and coming feature film How to Please a Woman, which will be in cinemas next year.
Oh, Let's
What's it
segue.
called? How to Please a Woman. So obviously you had to do a lot of research for that role.
Yes, they got me out 2 weeks early to do some boot camp.
Well, I had
Do you want a drink of water there?
Yeah, well,
darling?
it's
No,
probably
no,
a good time to move on to some. Look, we threw it out to our wonderful fans. I've got to say, over the five years of Doctor Doctor, our fans have been amazing. They've stuck with us through 5 seasons, and always engaged with us on social media, and you know, we bump into people in the street, and been the reason why we've lasted 5 seasons. So thank you. Did Doctor Doctor exceed your expectations at all? Well, I suppose anything going over 1 season exceeds your expectations.
Oh, absolutely. Just to be able to make an Australian television show is, you know, beyond, as you say, 1 season. God, I mean, we're just so lucky, and it's so wonderful because of the great writers and also everybody that's part of our family, which is the cast and the crew, have beyond expectations. It's just been a fantastic 5 years. I'm really proud of it too. I'm really proud to say that we are a wholesome Australian family of many people, creatives.
I've asked this before in the previous chats, but any best memories from set?
It was a Friday afternoon, the second week, and
What, second week of the first series?
I called my agent. I said, "They paid us yet?" And she said, "No, but it's going through tonight."
And you call that
Good
a best
memory.
moment?
That was a good
That
moment.
was touching.
Yeah.
Why did you sign up to do this show?
Look-
Did you read the script beforehand? And was there any funny audition stories?
I think the real answer to that is actors don't have a huge say in their future, and we all audition for things and hope it's going to be good. But this one did leap off the page. The lines did leap off the page. There was something special about it immediately when you read the audition scenes and eventually the script. And so we were fortunate enough that we're all going in for something that turned out to be so great. But you just never know. There's so many factors involved in making a TV show that it might read well and then end up, you know, somehow just not working in the way you
Or
thought
the
it would.
chemistry's not right.
Yeah, but it was just one of those rare things where everything, I think, came together. I mean, I'm a large part of that, but also you guys are too.
So gracious.
Yeah.
Look, I just wanted to. I've never answered any of those questions in any of the, because I thought it may have been a bit of a downer, and I don't want it to be a downer. I want it to be a positive. But I hadn't worked for 18 months to 2 years before I took Doctor came and knocked on my door, and I hadn't worked because I was a full-time carer at home with my father. My father died, and my agent 6 weeks later rang to say, they want to see you for this thing. And I said, no, I have no interest whatsoever in the world. I just need to do what I need to do. And out of this, I was convinced to go and audition, which I did. I came to Channel 9, I auditioned, went to go to
That sounds
McGregor.
like real special treatment.
It
Anyway.
was. It
She
was
got
a very
helicoptered in.
I
She
did.
did.
I did. It was a stinking hot day. I had no interest in anything. What I'm
Peter
saying is the
Overton met her in
pay-
the chopper, picked her up and brought her tonight. Sorry, keep going.
I think I've done now.
No,
I just
keep
wanted-
going, keep going.
Oh, you're a rude.
Sorry.
I
Sorry.
get to say it. Oh my God, I get to say it.
Oh, this is
Rude.
where the real stuff comes out.
No,
Now,
no.
like, you know, after
Yeah.
5
But
years,
look,
I
I
can
guess
finally
what
say.
5 years. The thing is, it was a gift, and it was a fantastic gift to be given to do that screen test, to actually have an agent ring you and say, well, the job you didn't want to go for, and the thing you didn't want to do, you have it. In 4 months, you start work on that show. So it was a really huge moment for me to be doing Doctor on the heels of my father and my mother dying, and I ended up in another family. And I've always said that
Beautiful.
whatever jobs we do in this industry, we attach ourselves to a group of people. In this instance, it was a family, and that family is the Knight family, the Easy Tiger family, and Channel 9. So that's what it means to me. 5 years of being a part of this fabulous group of people, and I had to say it, and I've said it. There you go.
Nice one, Tina.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Had to.
Bravo.
I really didn't think I was going to get this job, and it's just been the best thing, because it's taken me a long time to get, because I did a lot of theatre before it, so it took me a long time to job in front of the camera, and what a perfect job to start to learn on. Honestly, I had no idea what I was doing.
I can remember because that Tony McNamara and Claudia Carvin, who were the original producers on our show, Tony being the head script writer. I can remember as soon as you walked in that they knew it was you from the start.
That's awesome.
So you were absolutely, you walked in and basically had the role straight away.
I'd done some chemistry tests with other actors for Charlie, and we never auditioned together.
No.
And then when I found out Nicole had the part, I've said this before, but I was like, oh, she's really full on. Like, I've only seen her in Rush and Wentworth, but she's like really tough. And I was like, can she bring the warmth? Because I didn't know you.
Oh my
And then when I obviously met you, I was like, oh, of course. But like I knew you as from Rush and Wentworth, which were like a hard cop and a criminal. And so I was like, this is meant to be like...
You basically thought you couldn't act as it.
No,
But
I didn't know this warm, beautiful, sunny side to Nicole, and which comes out so much in Charlie, and it worked from day one. But it was, I've said it to you before. I was like, I don't know, I was really unsure.
So did you ring the producers again? I'm not sure about
Yeah,
that.
no, that's a bad choice.
Yeah, again, because as actors, you have that kind of say all the time.
I was hoping to be in the audition with you both. I was hoping to bounce that. Obviously, I'd worked with Rodger before, but I was hoping to meet you and do that. And I remember getting to the audition room. It was just myself and Kirsty, and it was like, okay, cool, we're going to put this down. And I had my ideas about the role. And she gave me some great direction, and so I did the take again, and I went, oh, okay, cool. And she was like, that was great. Yes, well done. And I was like putting on my cardigan, ready to leave. And she goes, I'm so sorry. Something happened with the laptop and it didn't take. And at that moment, I just went, cool, I'm not going to get it. There's no way I can do that again. It's not mine. It's not meant to be. And I suppose I had that same feeling as Hayley. Like, you just go, oh, God.
But then maybe...
So you go and you do your best again.
Maybe
and
it was
hope
good
for the
because
best.
once you give up a little bit, sometimes when you're like, oh,
Relax.
it's not going to happen.
But
I'll just
that's-
I'll just say the words.
And that's
Actors are
exactly
such
what
positive
happened.
people,
I
aren't
know.
they?
But
They're
it
always
takes that
positive
pressure
thoughts.
off.
Meryl always had as Ian Colley often commented, he used to say that Meryl had a plate full of salad in her mouth with her dialogue, a dialogue salad. But I just as on me, I could always have problems remembering my lines. Because I had so
never
many
noticed.
of
No,
them.
I can't.
Stop
No,
it.
no,
Stop.
Never,
My
no,
story.
never.
But I think out of everybody, the longest take ever, or the number of takes, would be me. And
No.
it was 35 takes.
You always go, are you going to get into the next series? Like,
Yes,
Yeah.
always.
Yeah, I just thought they were going to cut me.
I've never worried about that.
Ask Ryan.
Oh my God.
Same.
I used to say to Ryan every season, this is the season they kill me off.
We all had that.
I was like,
Because
Charlie's
the
the
show would be-
outsider of
the
the
show-
family.
find out the
They're
show's
gonna kill
going
me off.
again.
We all did because
And
we
then
never had
everyone
any
like, what you-
idea that we were going again.
She can
Yeah.
easily just...
Well,
Yes. No.
Speaking of killing off, I suppose this is where I do the big plug and tell everyone to jump on your socials, ring your mum, ring all your high school buddies that you haven't talked to in 10 years, and tell them to tune in 8:30 tonight on Channel 9 for the final episode ever of Dr. Doctor. We put a lot of thought into this last episode, and it is absolutely worth it. Thank you personally and on behalf of everyone, I'm sure, for your continued support over 5 years. It's meant a lot to all of us. It's meant a lot to all the people you don't see here today, cast, crew, and it's been our pleasure to be in your lounge rooms over the 5 years. So thank you for your continued support. Thank you to my beautiful castmates who I love dearly.
Welcome.
This last 5 years has been very special. I couldn't imagine going on this crazy ride with anyone but your good selves. So thank you. Goodbye from Y Hope. Thank Christ I don't have to see any of you lot anymore. I tell you what.
I never liked you.
Whatever. Aww.
Oh, we did it.